Take me under your protection, the alien princess said. For my daughter's sake, human. The city of glass was burning. Crimson fire reflected off every mirrored tower of the Karen capital as the last royal guards fell. Screams echoed through the avenues once filled with songs. Above, enemy dropships carved black trails through the twilight sky. Captain Darren Holt, Terran peacekeeper, ducked behind a fallen column and scanned the plaza. His exosuit sensors pulsed red. Too much heat. Too many hostiles. The evacuation transports had already left orbit. He should have gone with them. But a voice over the comm, desperate and shaking, had kept him here. This is Princess Seraphine of Kara. My daughter and I are trapped in the palace. If any human hears this, please help us. Darren didn't think. He ran. Won the last hall. The palace gates had been shattered by plasma fire. He stepped over broken banners and smoldering bodies until he reached the grand hall. There, among the ruin, stood the princess. She was tall, armored in half-melted gold, one arm holding a small child wrapped in a royal cloak. Her eyes, luminescent violet, met his through smoke. You came, she whispered. You called, he said. Let's move. Extraction's impossible from here, but I can get you out of the city. A distant explosion shook the floor. The child whimpered. They'll kill us, the princess said. My house is finished. My people are slaves. Darren knelt, so his visor met her gaze. Not while a human still breathes beside you. To the plea. They reached the palace courtyard before another volley struck. Darren's shield drone flared, deflecting the blast. There's a service tunnel beneath the fountain, Seraphine said. It leads to the outskirts. He activated his scanner. Radiation spike. The tunnel's half collapsed. Her face hardened. Then we die here. He looked at the girl, no older than 6, eyes wide with silent fear. Something in that look pierced through his soldier's armor. No, he said. We improvise. He blasted a side wall, revealing a narrow stairwell leading into darkness. As they descended, Seraphine whispered, You risk your life for aliens you barely know. Why? Because we've seen enough war, Darren said, and because your child deserves tomorrow. At the base of the stairs, the tunnel opened into an abandoned transport bay. Dust settled on silent machines. Darren checked his rifle, then turned, only to find a princess kneeling before him. Human, she said softly, my people will not accept your protection. They will see us as captives or collaborators. Then we'll find somewhere else, he replied. She shook her head. Without the name of a protector, my daughter will be hunted forever. Take us under your banner. Claim us as your charge, your ward. Please. Her voice trembled, but not with fear, with pride breaking. Darren hesitated, then touched his hand to his chest plate in salute. Then by Terran code, you're under my protection. No harm will come to either of you. Tears welled in her eyes. For my daughter's sake, thank you. 3, the pursuit. They moved through the tunnel for hours, guided only by his visor's ghost blue light. Above, the thunder of the invasion rolled like distant drums. At dawn, they emerged into the ruined countryside, field of glass and ash stretching to the horizon. A squad of pursuers appeared on the ridge, dark silhouettes with plasma rifles raised. Darren handed the princess a sidearm. Stay low. Cover your child. He triggered his exosuit's overdrive. Blue light surged around him as he sprinted up the hill, fire scattering from his armor. Shots hissed through the air. He weaved between them, closed the distance, and struck like a meteor. 1, 2, 3 down. His shield shattered on the 4th impact, but the rest fled when they saw his eyes through the cracked visor, calm, unyielding. When he returned, smoke trailing from his armor, the child ran to him and clung to his leg. Are you hurt? Seraphine asked. He smiled faintly. Nothing permanent. She looked at him as if seeing something more than human, something elemental. For the refuge. Weeks passed. The princess and her daughter traveled with the remnants of the Terran relief fleet. Darren taught her how to use the ship systems, how to shoot, how to repair armor. She, in turn, taught him her people's language, soft consonants and words that sounded like light. At night, When the stars burned outside the viewport, she would tell stories of Kara before the war, of crystal towers, of songs sung to the moons. One evening, she found him alone in the observation deck. "You never asked for reward," she said. "Didn't save you for one. Still, you gave me more than life. You gave my daughter hope." He looked out at the stars. Then it was worth it. 5, the choice. Months later, the Terran command offered Darren reassignment. He could return home. But when he looked at Seraphine and her child, now laughing in the garden deck, rebuilding what little of Kara remained, he knew where home had already gone. He approached the princess. "Earth is calling me back," he said. She turned, eyes glistening. "Will you go?" "Not if you still need me." She stepped closer, her hand brushing his armored sleeve. "I think my people need a future more than a protector. Then I'll help build one." 6. Epilogue. Years later, tales spread across the border worlds. Of an earthling who saved a royal bloodline, and of an alien princess who rebuilt her kingdom under a human banner of peace. When asked about him, Seraphine would only smile. He never sought power. He only gave it. And the girl who once had beneath her mother's cloak would grow to become the first Terran diplomat, carrying both flags, human and alien, into a united dawn.